Ho! Little lunch with Baum, back at you. What is happening? When you come on, drop a thumbs up. Tell me where you're coming from. If you value what I got going on, please like it and share it. I would appreciate that. Topic of the day is U-turns are permitted. So who's this crazy guy with Baum anyway? You know, if you're watching live, drop a 1. If you're watching the replay, give me a 2. And if this is a first time you're watching this crazy guy, drop a 3 down below. I'd love to connect with you. Say hello. My name is Frank Baumholtz. Been a high school strength coach, PE teacher for 21 years. Run my own gym, MVP. And I started doing these a while back. If I could just touch one person a day, one person a week, or even one person a year, just breathe a little positivity into your life, then it was worth it to me. So as an educator, as a coach, I get an opportunity to be around people all day long. And it's just what I do, you know. So once again, I value and I appreciate you. So if you value what I got going on, please like it and share it. One quick announcement: we got a new challenge. We got a new you challenge. If you want to get a jump start on the new year, and you know that New Year's resolutions suck anyway, you want to get a jump start on it. Don't wait. You know, the best time to plant a fruit tree was, you know, years ago. The next best time is today. So if you want to get a jump start on things, let's do it right now. So I got a new challenge. Call it the New You Challenge. So if you need more energy, want to lose weight, you know, get a jump start on things, you know, message me. I'll give you all the details, but I'll have more details on that to come. Norm's in the house. What's up, brother? Appreciate you, man. Anyway, but the topic of the day today is a U-turn. You know, why do so many people struggle doing whatever they do? You know, it starts up here and in here. You know, I was thinking about it. We were talking about this the other day. Is all of a sudden here in the Northwest, it's dark early. It's in the morning and in the evening. You know, 4:30 in the afternoon, it's dark already. You know, it's raining, it's cold. You know, it really plays a little kind of mental mind game with you. We ran out to lunch the other day, and it was like sunny for once, and it was like this just kind of aha moment of like, oh my gosh, feels so great to have this bright sun. You know, you had kind of squinting a little bit, but it had this uplifting effect. You know, so many times, you know, our mind takes us in the wrong direction. And I just want to let you know today that U-turns are permitted. It's okay to turn around and go the other direction, or just change direction, deviate from the path that you're on. You know, so many people, they just get into the grind of the day-to-day routine. And it's like we keep trying to pound the square peg into the round hole, and it's like it's the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again, thinking you're going to get something different, and you're just like ramming your head in, you know. So it's like, man, it's crazy to me. So I want to just let you know that U-turns are permitted. So like if you're struggling with your nutrition, change. If you're struggling with your sleep, change. If you don't know how, ask for help. Here's the one thing. I always think about this. I'll use a baseball reference because my man Norm's on the line. But whenever things weren't going well when I was playing ball is, you know, especially offensively, what's the thing that you do? You go back to the T, right? You go back to the basics, you know, balance, stack, you know, how do I load? You know, little things. The little things matter. So what I'm going to tell you right now is if things aren't going the way that I don't care what it is. If things aren't going the way that you want them to go, and you have to make a U-turn because it is permitted, is that go back to the basics. You know, everybody wants to do all the flashy stuff and all the fun, crazy stuff. No one wants to do the basic things. You know, we talk about, oh, hey, you got to think outside the box. Well, what if you suck at what's going on inside the box? What if you don't do that very well, right? You got to go back and do the things in the box that you need to do, and you need to do them really, really well. Actually, my buddy Dewey Nielsen years ago wrote a great article, simple article, but it was about being brilliant at the basics. You have to do those things. You know what? In your health, you got to eat good. You got to make sure you move well. You got to get enough sleep. You know, my 5 basic things that I look at and I try to do every single day is, you know, I got to stay hydrated, you know, try to eat more lean protein, eat your fruits and vegetables. If it's in a package or a box, don't eat it, and fill in the gaps where you're deficient. You know, you got to just do the little things. You know, I always talk about like, hey, if it's important to you, do it every day. If it's not important to you, don't do it. It's like brushing your teeth and putting on clean underwear. It's important for people, right? I don't know, maybe not for you, but it is for me. So it's like, that's what I do. You know, I got your morning routine, and you do those things every single day. Why? Because they're important to you. You know, if it's taking you down a path of negativity and, change. Get away from that stuff, So, hey, I got to see some people jumping on once again. Hey, I appreciate you guys. The topic of the day was U-turns are permitted. If you're going down the wrong path, go ahead and change. But if you got a comment or a question, drop it down below. And I also mentioned, if you're watching this live, drop a 1. Give it the replay, drop a 2. And if you're a first timer, because I see some of you, drop a 3 down below. I want to connect with you because I appreciate you. Let's see. A couple other things here that I wanted to touch on before we go, because I think one of the things is that I know what the one other things I mentioned it earlier about asking for help is that lean on your support structure. And if you don't have a support structure, you need to create one. One of the things that I see people fail all the time is they don't have people to lean back on. And whether it's a friend, whether it's a colleague, whether it's it's just a group of people, it's like I always looked at what was that? Starbucks had a one of their mottos is the third place. People have 3 places they hang around the most, right? They have their home, they have their work, and they have one other place. And they created this kind of environment or things that they said that they wanted, Starbucks to be their third place. So what is that thing for you? That's what you have to create. So many people, they just get in the grind, home, work, right? And they don't have another connection. And so they're on their own. And so you got to find where that second or that third place is for you and lean on the people. If you're like, I have no idea where to start, message me. I'd love to be that third place for you. Let's see. I got a couple things on here. Tracy, what's happening? Yeah, she said, if we can't master the smallest things in our lives, we certainly can't master bigger ones. Hey, totally. Hey, I appreciate you, Tracy. Thanks for jumping on. I think that's the biggest thing. If you got to lean on, you got to have the people that you can lean on in order to, work your way. Because barriers, roadblocks, things are going to come up all the time. All right, Rena, what's happening, girl? So going back and just kind of some things that I wanted to even keep reiterate. U-turns are permitted. If you're struggling and things aren't working out, it's okay to change. Ask for help. And I was talking about why do people struggle? We just keep going. It's like square peg, round hole, square peg, round hole. Doesn't work. We get a bigger hammer. It still doesn't work. So we break things, still doesn't work, right? So you got to do the little things, right? Be brilliant at the basics. Go back to the simple things that got you to where you were. If it's the sport that you're in, break your skill down and then build it back up. If it's your nutrition, break the skills down and build it back up. One of the things that I was talking with someone just the other day, I do this exercise all the time, and I did another live about this a while back, is just about, being healthy, because that's kind of the world I live in. But, write down, get a sheet of paper out and write down the 10 things that you should do every day to be healthy or be more healthy. You want a New Year plan? This is a great one. And then what I want you to do is circle the things. This little exercise I do with my clients and my students is write 10 things down that you should do every day to be healthy, and then circle the ones that you actually do. And then it's amazing because it's usually around 20%. 20% of the, 2 out of 10 that people do. And it's like, we all know what we're supposed to do. We write the 10 things down. More sleep, stay hydrated, eat good, all kinds of crazy stuff, right? Exercise every day, write down 10 things, and then people do 2 out of the 10. But here's the crazy thing. Change is about behavior. And if you want to change behavior, you got to change one thing at a time. So we're going to pick one thing. Generally, for a lot of folks, if you want to jumpstart, whether it's nutrition or health or whatnot, drink more water. Because most of the time, if people won't drink more water, they're not going to do anything else anyway. But write down 10 things and then start with one thing a week. All right? And if you get to week 2 and you still haven't mastered the first thing, then stay with it for another week until you make it something that you do every single day. All right? Remember, if it's important to you, you got to do it every day. If it's not important, you don't do it. All right, so if I say water, I'm going to drink more water every single day. I'm going to carry my water jug. I'm going to make sure I drink more water, okay? And then I'm going to go to the next thing, and then I'm going to work on that. So I'm going to drink more water, and I'm going to add number 2. And then, you know, I'm going to build. And honestly, you have a 10-week plan. You have 10 things that you could do. And once you master those and you add them into your routine, because I always tell people it's easier to add than it is subtract. You know, if I tell a guy, hey, stop drinking soda, it's bad for you, but he drinks like 8 sodas a day, pretty good chance he's not going to do it. But if we can add more water, hey, just drink. If you drink a can of soda, you got to drink the same. You got 12 ounces of water for every soda you drink. And over time, he's going to be like, man, I'm so full, I can't even drink another soda. And then all of a sudden, he starts omitting it by himself. So it's easier to add than it is subtract. So, but once again, go back to the basics of the things that you should do. You know what they are. You know, everybody, we know, we all make excuses. You know, I heard a great one about excuses. Gosh, I can't remember the guy's name. 97 years old, still exercising. And he said, what did he say? Let's see. He said, getting old. Oh, yeah. Getting old is not an excuse to be lazy. Getting old is not an excuse to be lazy. One of the ones I shared a while back is we all get older. It's a fact, but we don't need to rot, right? So that's one of the biggest things is that, you know, you gotta have an action plan and you gotta have a goal. And most people don't write their goals down. Like 3% of the population actually write their goals down. So I'm just going to share a thing with you. Get a pencil out, and actually write some things down. I write notes to myself all the time, right? Write your goals down. You're more apt to work on them if you actually write them down. If you put it in there and you're just like, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow turns into next week, and next week turns into never. So, you know, going back to the thing, once again, remember the topic of today is U-turns are permitted. You're allowed to change. If things aren't working out for you, go a different direction. Okay, so just wrapping up. Once again, got a new challenge starting, new you. All right, if you're looking for a jump start, you're looking for a change, you don't want to wait for the New Year's because we all know, I mentioned it earlier, New Year's resolutions suck anyway. And you might as well start today because today is the first day of the rest of your life. So I want to challenge you on that. If you're looking for a change, message me. I'll have more of that to come. Once again, if you come on late, drop a comment down below. I wanted to make sure you know that you all know I appreciate you. Okay? So you guys have a great rest of your day. If you want to check out the bonus, jump over to my Insta Live because I'm going to let that roll for a couple more minutes. All right? Have a good one. Later.